Good day, beautiful people. It's your girl, Wigs by Mellow. Okay, today we're working on this unit. Okay, my client brought us here. It's in frontal and she wanted us to make a 5x5 closure using the frontal and some part of the hairs to make that. Okay, so usually I would first of all revamp my client's hair before wigging it, re-wigging and ventilating immediately. So here I'm loosening the hairs from the wig cap and also using my clip to clip them before washing them. So the reason why I do this is because I want to be clear with what I'm working with. So I'm going to be revamping my hair right now, and here I had a wig I was ventilating already for another hair, a different hair entirely. So I'm going to be washing this unit before ventilating it. I need to know the amount of hairs I'm going to be working with, because some hairs can be damaged, and if you ventilate without washing it, you might have your closure shedding and all of that. So I've already washed my hair, then I have applied the treatment on the hair, and here I already washed off the treatment and I'm about to spray the hair. You can see how beautiful the hair is already looking, like it's looking lush already even before drying the hair. So at this point I already done the washing, the treatment, the steaming, and I'm spreading my hair. So here I'm already ventilating. I lost a video of how I started this ventilator, but it is well shot, that's all I can say. So I already started ventilating to first of all get the 5x5 closure I'm going to be working with first before I start wigging, because the closure has to be completed before you wig. In as much as I know that you can wig before applying the closure, that's you use your tape rule to measure 5x5, then wig the other part. But because I'm the only one doing this, so I have to make sure that I'm done with the closure before I start wigging properly. So you can see here I'm already ventilating my client's wig already. So the reason why most times we go for ventilation is because closures these days are very costly, and closures is almost the same price of a bundle of a hair. So we rather ventilate. Ventilation is not even cheap either, because my ventilation is very full. I don't do scanty closures, except I'm being asked to do that. So I make sure my closures are pretty full. So if you want a scanty closure, then you request for that. So here you can see that there's no space. There's space, but you can't really see the space in between what I'm doing. So I'm making a full closure, and it's 5x5, and I'll let you guys watch. So if this is your first time visiting my channel, I want to say thank you so much for joining in. I'm super grateful. And if you've been a member, you've been following to this channel, thank you so much for supporting me. I do not take this for granted. So I'll also ask that you please tell someone that my channel is up and there's so much for you guys to learn, and I'll be glad I'll be glad if you subscribe to my channel, you share, you like, and tell someone to tell someone. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm super duper grateful. Here I'm almost done with the closure, and I just said to do some other stuff. Then here I was done with the closure. So you can see how beautiful it is and how full this closure is. So now I'll be going right into wigging my client's hair. So usually I'll release every bundles to be able to know what I'm working with, because some clients will bring 300 grams to you, and if you don't release them before wigging, you might find out that before you get to the end of the hair, the bundles are finished. So I'll open all. If you brought 200 gram, I'll open it to see what I'm working with. If you brought 300, I'm going to open it. I really need to know, just, I don't know, because over time this is what I've been doing, so I can, use my eye to say, okay, this is how I'm going to work with this unit, so I release all the bundles. Then when wigging, I really like my back, the back of the, when I'm wigging, the back to be really full, because it creates balance for any wig you're working with. The front part has to be sleek, flat, while the back has to be full. Meanwhile, there are some clients that don't like their closure flat. They like it, really pretty full, but it's based on what the client will. But if you leave me, I prefer the back fuller than the front part of the hair. You understand? That way it looks natural. So now I'm releasing all the bundle, like I said, to know what I'm working with. So I'm going to be double wefting. So I wish I had someone to really help me with this camera. I'm not supposed to put it out here, but I'm going to be double wefting. What it means is that for every every bundle, what you see when you release it, it's called weft. So I'm going to be doubling it because this hair is much, and I've already used my eye to envisage that, okay, this hair, if I do single wefting, I might end up having excess of this hair remaining, so I had to double weft. And secondly, why I double weft is also to allow the back, like I said earlier, to be full. Then the rest of the hair can be single wigged. I can wig the hair with a single weft. Okay, maybe I'll find time to explain what I mean by single weft and double wefting. I'll find time to do that in my next video. Okay, so this is me using my machine to join the hairs together before wigging. So alright guys, watch. Thank you. Okay, this is the frontal that I removed most of the hairs to get my closure. You can see the closure that was ventilated. So I took part of the frontal to make the closure. The reason why I didn't use all the frontal is because some of the frontal were really shorter than the main hair itself, and if I use all of them, the hair might turn out being very short. So I'm going to be removing my closure from the head, the canvas head, to fix on my wig cap before wigging proper. So I'll let you guys watch. Thank you. Remember the last video I did on ventilating when I spoke about leaving spaces on your closure when ventilating? So I said, like, if I'm ventilating 5x5, I do 6x6, so I have spaces at the corners of the closure, so that when you're wigging proper, you don't wig on the ventilated part. That's the hair that you ventilated. That extra net gives you the ability for you to wig on the net and not the ventilated closure. So I just thought to put this out there, while we usually have extra nets on our closures. So when you're ventilating 5x5, if you ventilate 5x5 alone, then you tend to wig on the ventilated part. So to avoid that, you give extra net so that you can wig on the net instead of wigging on the ventilated part of. For my closure, I usually like to hand wig my closure. That's use my hand to wig it. So some people use their markers to mark the closure, then use a machine to to wig, but I don't like to do that. I like to use my hands to wig it. And since I'm going to be doing that on the canvas head, I'll use my curved needle. Curved needles are perfect for canvas head because canvas head is a material kind of head. It's if you use the straight needle, you might poke the head, and that will lead you to using razor to cut out or tear the head of the this, or you just have to lose what you're wigging. So curved needles are perfect for canvas head. So I just thought to share that. But if you use another wig head, you can that are very strong. You can use your straight needle to or curved needle, whatever needle you want to use. But for canvas head, I use my curved needle. That way, it's easy for you to wig your closure to your wig cap without any stress or without breaking anything. Although you still have to be careful. You don't just say, oh, because it's curved needle, just wig like that. You understand? But I just thought to share that here. When wigging your closure to the wig cap, you start from the center to the left hand side, and you brought forward to the left hand side and brought forward to the right hand side, from the center to the right hand side. But if you're using your sharpening marker, you can as well use your sharpening marker to mark the closure. Then that way you can be able to use the machine to wig down your closure to your wig cap. I hope that's clear. So if you're not like me that like to use your hand wigging to secure the closure on the wig cap, then you can use your sharpening marker to mark the closure lines. Then use your machine to wig your closure. That's to wig your closure to the wig cap. I hope that's clear. So, but for me, I like to secure my closure with my thread and needle, my curved needle. That's the same. This exact way I'm doing it this video. So just keep watching. The method I taught that you wig secure the closure to the wig cap from the center to the right and from the center to the left is the right way to secure your closure to your wig cap. But I'm not doing that method here because over time, like I said, there are ways things are done, but you can choose your own way that makes it easy for you to work with. So that's the method that I know that people teach out there. But for me, this is the way I secure my closures to my wig cap. Especially if I already have my T-pins already secured on my wig cap. I don't think I have that time to be doing that method. So I'll just wig directly from the right hand side to the left direct, or from the left hand side to the right directly. I hope you understand. Okay, I'm done with securing my enclosure on my wig cap. So right now, if you watch this canvas head, you will see there's a measuring tape inside. So I'm going to be working with the measuring tape inside. It's a bit transparent so I can see it. So if you notice, the first 3 lines were really tiny and close knitted together, but the ones underneath are spacious. So like I said, I like my back being full, the back of my wig being full. So right now I'm getting set to use my machine to wig my client's hair.
machine is mentioned right here is a sweet one, but it's stressful because it's not automatic threader, so it really stressed me. So I had a bit of struggle trying to put past my thread through the needle. So for anybody out there who wants to get a machine, please go for butterfly, but the pink or the orange one, the one that has automatic threader. That one is sweet, and there are other products that are owned by butterfly that's also nice. I got this one out of popular demand. It was everywhere, and the review was nice, and that was why I got it. And funny enough, it was affordable. Like, it was what everybody could get. Affordable is related because I got it around 120. I bought it 120 then. So it was everywhere. That's why I got it. So, but now, if I had my way, I would have done my due diligence. I would have gotten this. I would have gotten a higher one, which I'm still planning to do that very soon. For anyone out there that wants to get a machine, a flying machine, please go for the pink or the orange one. I just got to share that. Also, please, when you begin, please ensure that you don't drag the wig cap so that you don't have gallops on your wig cap. So you clear whatever that's blocking you from seeing what you're doing. Please do not drag your wig cap. Just wig according to how the wig cap is. Do you understand? Don't drag it so that you drag and you wig on it. Once you do that, you'll be seeing plenty gallop on your head, and you're wondering, where is this gallop from? That's because you were stretching the wig cap when wigging. I thought to share that. Okay, I already have a video on a product that I use for my curly hair. So I use coil and align silky or whatnot for curly hair. Not all whatnot, please. Products that are good for curly hair. I applied mousse on this one this time around because I wanted a firmer kind of curls. I wanted my curls to be firm. So if you want a firm curls, you use mousse at the end of every product you've already applied on hair. So I use mousse, and mousse also helps your closure to be intact. Like if you don't want the front of the closure hanging and all of that, you use mousse to flatten your closure, and that's exactly what I did here. If you have watched up to this moment, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for joining. I'm super grateful. So you can see how this hair turned out. This is the dried look and the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd like you to share and subscribe to my channel. Tell someone that Wig by Nello is here to stay, and I'll always try as much as possible to put my video out there every Wednesdays and Fridays. Thank you.